Now, the idea of queen d7 is really, really nasty, actually. Queen d7 is designed to take the rook. Take and win the bishop. That's a lot, but white doesn't have a lot of pieces left. So you got to defend it. You got to defend it somehow. How do you defend it? You can't defend it. If you go here, that gives black just enough time to blockade you completely. And then if you play bishop e5, well, then I'm taking, and guess what? You've lost the game. You've ran out of ammunition. So queen d7 is played. The threat is queen e6, takes king g6. What is Tal gonna do? Well, obviously, what he's going to do in every single game that he plays, he's gonna sacrifice both of those pieces. He gives up both of them. Bishop e5. Bishop e5 looks like a beginner's mistake. It looks like you brought in these pieces to attack f6, and you simply forgot that the queen could take. Pawn takes c6, you're losing the bishop. Yes, but Tal saw rook f1. The idea of rook f1 is the knight is hanging. You can't move the knight, because if you move the knight, I take the rook. For example, if you, and you can't defend it because I would take the rook like that. So let's say if you move the knight here, the idea is very simple for white to win. Bishop takes, rook f8. The pawn shields the rook, and white promotes and wins. Well, that seems pretty straightforward, right? You just need the rook to get to f8. The game is over. No. What? So it's not over. I can't take and go rook f8 anymore. Then why is it +5? That doesn't make sense. The knight is covering the promotion square. The whole idea was to go here. That's because Mikhail Tal brings his enemies to a forest where 2 + 2 is 5, and the path out is only good enough for one. Bishop takes rook, rook takes bishop, and the entire thing that you were trying to prevent, Mikhail Tal sacrifices the rook. You cannot take the rook with the knight because I will promote the pawn. But if you take the rook with the rook, all Mikhail Tal needs to do is just have one pawn remaining. And he plays e7, king f7. He takes the knight, and he simply plays king to d1. And in this position,